Okay, so this video involves the gyroscope sensor. The gyro is a sensor that can tell you how much your robot has turned, and it's very accurate both in virtual worlds and in real life. So if you really want to be careful about how much you turn, gyro might be your best bet. So let's look at this code. First, we have this reset gyro line. This is going to set the gyro to 0, so you're always starting at 0. Most times, every time you use the gyro and you're going to use it again, you may want to go and use that reset gyro to make sure you're starting back at 0. And then let's look at the program. We got this while loop, and this time the sensor is the gyro sensor. Remember that gyro sensor right there, that has to correspond back to our motor and sensor setup, and there are our sensors, and we have the gyro sensor. Okay, you can adjust it over here, rate and angle, angle only, rate only. So I'm going to leave it with rate and angle. Let's go down a little bit further. All right, we have our display text line, and this time, if we want to see what the gyro is reading at any time, we're going to use get gyro degrees. Get gyro degrees, and then again, we got to refer back to the name that we had named it in motor and sensor setup. So this line is going to display for us on our remote screen what the sensor is reading at any one time, and then in this case we're just turning. We got one motor going forward, one motor going backward. By the way, this is important. We said greater or while the gyro is less than 900, and it I'm not sure why this is, but you need to add a 0 to this. This is going to be 90 degrees, but it requires me to say 900. If anybody can figure that out and why that is or how to change it, good luck with that. But so if I wanted to go till 45 degrees, I would say 450. If I wanted to go 180 degrees, it'll be 1800. So we'll just check that in a minute. And then once it turns that far, we just turn the motors to 0 and say start. So let's download. And here's our remote screen. Here's our robot, and we're going to see up here what the gyro is reading at any one time. And here we go. It's turning. You can see it's going up, 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 gets to 90, and you can see that almost makes, and maybe it is, a perfect 90-degree turn. Let's go back and look at this. Let's do a couple things. One, let's make this to 1800 and see how far that goes. And then let's reduce the speed here to 5 so that we can see what's going on with the numbers a little bit better. And here we go. We're going to run it, and the numbers are going to display what it is reading. This should be 180 degrees. There it goes. We're at 90. Keep going. And there it is, 180. Okay, so let's do one last thing. We were going forward till 180. What if we turned left? Well, the degrees are going to become negative. So let's say negative 1800. And to save time, I'm not going to do this for you, but if I leave this at while the sensor is less than negative 1800, it's going to go forever. We need to say while it's greater than that. So as long as it is greater than 1800, because what's going to happen, it's going to start getting less and less and less and less and less, and it's always going to stay less than that. So let's just see what happens here. and restart turning. Oh, I didn't change my turning. We want to make this one negative, this one positive, so we turn the opposite direction. And let's try it now. And now you can see it's getting negative. It's turning left. It's getting more and more negative. Should go till 180 degrees. Negative 180. So if we turned left and we said, while it's less than 1800, let's just see what this does. Is it, when it's 0, is it less than negative 1800? 0 less than negative 1800? No, that's not less than 1800. So it should move until, let's just, okay. So it doesn't move at all in that circumstance. So, so if we were to leave this less than negative 1800, and this resets it to 0, well, 0 is already greater than a negative 1800. It's not going to move at all. If we said less than 1800, it's going to start at 0, and it's going to, we'll even do this. All right, so right now we have reset it to 0, and it's going to start turning until it becomes, our while says while the sensor is less than 1800. 0 is less than 1800. So let's just see what happens here. Now it's becoming negative. It's almost up to negative 100. Is negative 100 less than 1800? Yes, it is. Is negative 200 less than 1800? Yes, it is. Negative 300? Yes, that's less. So it doesn't matter how far this goes. If it keeps going this way, it's never going to be more than 1800, and this would spin forever. So that's not helping us. So whenever you're writing these programs, remember that the reset sets it to 0. Then when it turns, if it turns left, it's going to be, or I should say counterclockwise, then it's going to become negative. And you're going to want to say, while it's greater than a negative number. And then if you are turning clockwise, you'll use while it's less than a positive number. Okay, good luck.